On August 3rd, in the Paris Olympics table tennis women's singles final, Chinese female player Chen Meng played against Sun Yingsha, who is also on the Chinese team. Logically speaking, no matter who wins the championship, it's a moment of great pride for the Chinese people. But the atmosphere at the scene was astonishing. At the game, the Chinese fans in the audience widely and overwhelmingly cheered for Sun Yingsha. But there were very few cheers for Chen Meng. When Chen Meng scored, there was even boos on the field. However, Chen Meng still withstood the considerable pressure and finally defeated Sun Yingsha 4-2 and won the women's singles gold medal in the Olympic Games. After she won, the entire coaching staff had dark faces, and some viewers even gave her the middle finger. Let's look at the audience's live footage from that day. Two spectators saw everyone cheering for Sun Yingsha and couldn't help but start applauding to congratulate Chen Meng. Why is everyone shouting Sun Yingsha, come on? Everyone is shouting Sasha. No one cheers for Chen Meng, so I will cheer for Chen Meng. The main reason is that Sun Yingsha has too many fans, so I cheer for Chen Meng.
Chen Meng, 加油! Chen Meng, 加油! 恭喜Chen Meng! 哇！恭喜Chen Meng! 哇，大家怎么感觉Chen Meng有点小好？
Chen Meng defeated Sun Yingsha 4-2 in an agitated and stressful atmosphere. When she stood on the podium and won the gold medal, the audience still shouted for Sun Yingsha's name. In such an atmosphere, Chen Meng kissed the medal. There were no flowers or hugs from coaches and teammates, and she left the podium alone. Chen Meng faced the way Chinese compatriots treated her at the game. She had no complaints or grievances when she was interviewed after the game. She only said that winning the championship was something she was looking forward to and longed for. She hoped that fans could view the whole thing correctly.
对，很多观众说我今天获胜的秘籍是擦边，确实，今天我非常幸运。
Many viewers said the secret to my victory today was just a side to rub. Indeed, I was fortunate today. I didn't expect it. Moreover, it has been 2 years since I won a singles championship, and I'm eagerly looking forward to it. Of course, only one person may win in this kind of competition, a competition between our teammates. But I also hope that fans can view it correctly, because winning and losing in competitive sports is normal. On August 6, Radio Free Asia published a report saying that some foreign media reporters were puzzled by such a strange atmosphere. Why did the Chinese overwhelmingly support Sun Yingsha but not Chen Meng? Some foreigners left messages online saying, although she is Chinese, she fights against all Chinese people. Regarding the abnormal behavior of Chinese fans, American bilingual rapper and talk show actor Lele Farley said, I think it is very low level, and very stupid. Fandom culture is worldwide, but I think they're in a different party culture here. Lele Farley said that as an American, it's difficult to understand the logic of these Chinese fans. No matter how clearly you explain it to them, they still won't understand the logic behind it. As an American who has studied Chinese for many years, I can't even figure it out. A reporter asked, what is the American logic? Lele Farley replied, the country is first, that's it. If the country wins, then we all win. It's that simple. Just as the game sparked angry criticism and heated discussions on the internet, the official media Pengbei News published a commentary entitled, Don't Let Fandom Habits Erode Chinese Sports. According to the article, why is one Chinese athlete favored over the other differently to such an extent? The answer is an extreme form of fandom. The article also said, it's time to reflect on the wanton invasion of fandom culture completely. This kind of extreme thinking is harmful to athletes and sportsmanship. The article also pointed out that more specific rectification actions should be taken to deal with the chaos of the fan circle. Relevant departments should also deal with it by applying applicable laws and regulations, making people in the fan circle pay the price for crossing the red line, and fundamentally changing the trend of the fan circle. Some overseas Chinese analysts believe this is more than just a problem of fandom culture. The media has focused its firepower on criticizing this fan circle culture. It's shifting the focus of the whole incident. The core nature of the incident is that the CCP's internal profit sharing in sports completely ignores any sportsmanship and turns the game itself into an occasion for profit distribution. This time, it has likely overturned some of the unspoken rules within the CCP table tennis team. Tang Jingyuan pointed out two abnormal phenomena from the game scene. One was the one-sided crazy performance of the fans, and the other was that after Chen Meng won the championship, the entire coaching staff, including coach Ma Long, had a dark face, and no one congratulated her. He didn't even smile. Whoever wins the Olympic championship has vast commercial and political interests behind her. The table tennis team is divided into many factions. There are so many players in the Chinese team who can win the championship that it becomes a situation where there are too many monks and not enough porridge. So, for such major tournaments, they are often internally designated. Everyone shares the profit. Before this competition, Sun Yingsha had already won the World Table Tennis Championships and World Cup Women's Singles Championship. If crowned in the Olympics, she would have become the 6th Grand Slam for women's table tennis and the fastest athlete in history to achieve a Grand Slam. Chen Meng probably ignored the unspoken rules and went her way to win the championship based on her strength, thus breaking the balance of interest within the table tennis team. She also will offend many people, including team leaders, and her future is also worrying. As early as a few years ago, the media revealed a deep, shady secret in the Chinese table tennis world. Under the aura of champions, they have already formed a fixed chain of interests, and no one can enter or exit at will. In various major events, players are semi-publicly instructed to fix the match by giving away the ball. They remove athletes who do not align with their own interests in the name of collective interests. The most famous one is the handicap incident named He Ji Li in the 1980s. So what's going on? Let us help you understand the truth of the matter. This is the most thrilling game in the history of table tennis. In the 1994 Hiroshima Asian Games women's table tennis final, a Japanese player named Koyamaya Cherry, who once was the Chinese He Ji Li, defeated Deng Yaping and won the championship. This game is also the one that Chinese star Deng Yaping least wants to mention. I feel I tried my best because in that game I do feel I tried my best. If I hadn't tried my best, I might have lost worse. What happened is this. He Ji Li was born in Shanghai, China in 1964. She was once regarded as a rare genius in the history of Chinese table tennis. At the age of 18, she won the National Singles Championship. At the age of 20, she won the Asian Championship. At the age of 21, she won the World Championship Team Championship. And at the age of 23, she won the World Championship Singles Championship. Later, she was forced to withdraw from the table tennis world, which was a very controversial handicap incident. In 1987, 23-year-old He Ji Li participated in the World Table Tennis Championships in New Delhi. After fierce elimination rounds, her and her two teammates successfully entered the semifinals. The Chinese coach arranged for He Ji Li to lose to her teammate Guang Jianhua in the semifinals. Let this teammate play against the Koreans. However, the young He Ji Li did not obey the coaching staff and defeated her teammates 3-0 in the semifinals. The coach was furious when he saw this and left his seat. In the final the next day, she defeated the Koreans 3-0 and won the world championship. He Ji Li didn't expect that what greeted her was not flowers and applause. The scene at the award ceremony was remarkably deserted. No one sent flowers or applause, and her face was so embarrassed that she lost her smile. After returning to China, she was completely isolated. The national team removed her from the 1988 Seoul Olympics roster, and her name was not even on the substitute list. He Ji Li felt humiliated and had no choice but to quit the national team. Later, she married a Japanese man and moved to Japan. After more than 2 years of complex adjustments, she quickly stood out in Japan, became the star of the Japanese team, and participated in the 1994 Hiroshima Asian Games. In the final, she faced China's strongest player, Deng Yaping. She shouted, "Yo Shi," whenever she won, which meant it was great. Ultimately, she defeated Deng Yaping 3-1 and successfully raised the Japanese flag in Hiroshima. At the time, this explosive news was like an atomic bomb, shocking the world of table tennis, and people had different opinions. The thinking it has brought to the public has gone far beyond the scope of competitive sports. In April 2023, a company named Sport Radar released data showing that 62 table tennis matches in 2022 were suspected of match fixing. In response to this data, Chinese table tennis head coach Liu Guoliang immediately refuted the rumors. However, despite the constant doubts, if anyone wants to shake the big guys in the Chinese table tennis world, it's more complex than climbing to the sky. This force has been formed for more than 30 years. In the following video, a Chinese self-media person revealed that in fact, incidents such as giving the ball and deliberately losing the game began as early as the 1960s.
中国乒乓球队第一次按照教练组的要求的让球。
The first time the Chinese table tennis team gave away points at the coaching staff's request happened in the men's singles quarterfinals of the 26th World Table Tennis Championships. At that time, there was a player in China named Hu Daoben, who was from Hubei. He advanced through the competition. In the quarterfinals, the leader asked him to give up to Li Furong. At that time, I felt Li Furong was more confident against foreign players, especially Japanese players, so I let Li Furong play. At that time, the coach talked to Hu Daoben, but he said nothing and obeyed the organization's arrangements. Starting from the 26th World Table Tennis Championships in 1961, Hu Daoben entered the top 8 in 3 consecutive World Table Tennis Championships, but has not won the championship. He played the sweeper role every time and was responsible for doing this. What was said at that time? It's all about the motherland and the people's interests are supreme. If the party and the country need it, obey the organizational arrangements, let alone the champion, even if it costs your life. That's why athletes of that era, like soldiers, believed that self-sacrifice was a spirit that was generally recognized and praised. Everyone admires this spirit. Whoever is more confident will go. This foreign player fears whoever will play as long as the champion stays in China. The Chinese table tennis organization lets whoever wins win.
只要把冠军留在中国就行。中国乒乓球队组织让谁赢，谁就赢。
So Chen Meng successfully defended the championship this time. Will she encounter the same situation as her Zhe Li in the future? Whose interests has she touched? The public noticed that a large Chinese company, Yili Group, advertised on the big screen in Sanlitun, a prosperous area in Beijing, before the men's and women's singles, table tennis, and women's singles tennis finals in the Paris Olympics. The content was Grand Slam Devil Shah, and Sun Yingsha won the women's singles gold medal. Later, things took a dramatic turn. It was not Sun Yingsha who won the championship. Yili Group hurriedly removed the advertisement and announced that it would apologize to the public for the incident. Yili stated, "To ensure that we can share the joy with everyone as soon as possible after the game, we tested the effect of large screen delivery in advance, resulting in inappropriate content exposure." Netizens posted about this, believing that this showed the commercial capital operation behind the game. So that's the case. This explains everyone's reaction on the night of the final. No wonder Chen Meng won the championship and all the coaches were upset. It turned out that the commercial capital was operating behind the scenes. Fortunately, Chen Meng refused to admit defeat and won the championship. Was it exposed? It's recommended that the official conduct a strict investigation of the table tennis organization. It is not a clean land, but everyone selectively ignores it because of the good results in the early stages. It needs to be cleaner. Some netizens also said, Yili thought the organization had arranged everything. Sun Yingsha is young and is now the world's #1. After winning the championship, her commercial value will be higher. The organization arranged for her to win the championship so everyone could share the money. In this way, Chen Meng's national team career is over. China's table tennis team coach Liu Guoliang once said in a CCTV program, "Sometimes individuals need to sacrifice for collective victory." So what is the core issue behind the Chen Meng incident? It's still difficult for the outside world to conclude. However, Liu Guoliang's performance in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and the 2024 Paris Olympics was undoubtedly significantly different. Let's take a look at these 2 videos. A recent article on Sohu.com revealed the identity of the woman who raised her middle finger to Chen Meng during the game. She's the public relations manager of China's Yili Group. Subsequently, Yili's official comment area collapsed. It said that Yili has already completed the resignation procedures for this woman. That's all for today. Please like, subscribe, leave a message, and share it with your friends. We appreciate your support.